Hello everyone, good morning. Let's talk about a little bit of coding today. I'm going to talk about JavaScript engine today, okay? Almost everyone that has worked with JavaScript has heard of the V8 engine, the idea of the JavaScript engine, and most people know that JavaScript is a single-threaded language that uses a callback. You may also hear phrases like JavaScript is an interpreted language. Let's tackle what that means over the next couple of videos. What is this engine that we speak of? Well, if I write some code, let's say const is happy equals to true. Okay, so we just wrote some JavaScript. I'm assigning the true boolean to the variable is happy. Now, how do we read this, or how does the computer read this? Imagine somebody comes up to you and gives you a computer and they tell you, hey, tell this computer to display a picture of horses on the screen. And you start looking into this computer and you tell the computer to display an image of a horse or horses in French. Is this computer going to understand you? No. Now the computer would have no idea what you just said. In similar fashion, if I gave a computer with a CPU, a file that is the JavaScript file, and I tell it, hey, read this file and do something for me, well, the computer will only understand ones and zeros at the end of the day. And when we give it to the JavaScript file, it's like me talking to a computer in French and the computer being like, what are you talking about? Plus, talking to a computer in French while people are going to look at you like you are crazy. So the computer doesn't really know what JavaScript is. So how are you able to communicate using a JavaScript file so that the computer displays pictures of horses? And this is the first step in our learning, and that is the JavaScript engine. And by having a JavaScript engine right over here, it allows you to give this machine the JavaScript file. And this machine is going to understand this file and tell the computer what to do to display pictures of horses. In a sense, you just created a translator so you can communicate with somebody that does not know your language. And this special engine called the JavaScript engine understands JavaScript. So our computer finally understands us because of this JavaScript engine, and it says, I'm all it, boss. I will start displaying those horse pictures. And there you go. That's our first step. And over the next couple of videos, we're going to talk about exactly what's happening inside. But do you think there's one JavaScript engine or many JavaScript engines? Well, as you can see from this Wikipedia list, there are a ton of engines. They're called ECMAScript engines, and we'll get into why that is later. But these are all the JavaScript engines. Some of them you may have heard of, like V8 or SpiderMonkey or Chakra. So anytime we use the engine, we're able to give to it a JavaScript file, and this JavaScript file gets understood by the engine, and it allows this engine to communicate and tell the machine, the computer, to do what we ask it to do with JavaScript. And now these engines are written by programmers. For example, V8 engine is written in C++. But why do people write these engines? 2008 marked a really pivotal moment in this history when it comes to JavaScript, because V8 was released by Google. Before then, most browsers used engines that were very basic, which means that JavaScript was little bit slow. You see, Google had this problem. They had something called Google Maps, and Google Maps, as you know, requires a lot of power. And it does a lot of things. You can ask for a direction to zoom in or zoom out, maybe even use a street view. All the previous engines before it would make Google Maps very, very slow on the browser. And Google, because they are search engine, they want everybody to use their search engines. And they build a browser in order for them to control for more of the market. So with the Google Maps and their own Chrome browser, we're going to write our own JavaScript engine, the V8 engine, so that JavaScript runs way faster on the browser than it's done previously. And 2008 they released V8. But the big takeaway for us here is that really smart people work on this engine so that our JavaScript runs as fast as possible on the browser, on the server, or any type of computer. So every day app JavaScript gets faster and faster for us because of the work that goes into these engines. Okay, but what is inside this engine, this magical machine that understands JavaScript? It reads our code and then it runs this code. Okay, that's it for now. For future videos we're going to deep down into that. Okay, so have fun. Bye bye.